What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. What's up, Kingdom families? So I want to talk about anxiety, right? So we're on that still topic of anxiety. A lot of you guys have started business, but you have anxiety and why it didn't kick off yet. Some of y'all think that businesses and being an entrepreneur or being on a YouTube journey is success going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm here to tell you it's not going to happen overnight. Okay, I am in year 3 of my business. On my YouTube journey, I failed my first year because I didn't know the strategy. Right? So I figured out the strategy, I figured out the tools, I figured out the loopholes, and I'm also a successful entrepreneur in the real world, right? Off social media. So I would say that it probably took me, and actually, an average person, it would take at least 3 to 4 months for a business to kick off. But I would say that it probably took me, by grace of God, thank you, but it probably took me at least a month or two when I first started my business in 2019. It probably took me a month and a half for it to kick off. So that's how I knew I was walking in my purpose. And ever since then, it just skyrocketed. So I always give God glory for that. But so I really haven't developed that anxiety, but just from hearing and listening to people that started their business and they wonder why I haven't taken off and what's taking so long. God, first of all, is building you in order to build your business. He has to work on the inside of you first before he comes out into the natural. So he works on the inside of you first. He builds you up, he builds your character, he builds your endurance, he builds your self-esteem, he builds your confidence before he builds your business. Okay, so always remember that it's not going to work overnight, because you could be a broke down dirty person with a negative toxic attitude, and you think God is going to bless something that he gave you, that he's going to be the ruler over, that he's going to be the guidance over. Because of your attitude, you think he's going to bless it? No. So it has to work. He has to work inside of you first before he blesses the outside of you, right? Okay, so it says in John 14 verse 1, it says, don't let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and trust also in me. So trust in God and trust in Jesus, that through Jesus the message will be delivered to God and what he is calling you to do and what you are calling God to do. So you have to go to God in prayer first. Ask God to bless this business. Ask God to bless your YouTube journey. So in order to see God's greatness in what he has for you. Okay. So success is not going to come overnight. And once you reach another level of success, that's a whole different level in entrepreneurship journey. You got to keep calling on God. Keep calling on God. You're going to go through stage 1. Then you're going to go through stage 2. Then you're going to go through stage 3. You just ain't going to be a millionaire overnight. Things and trials and tribulations and, things are going to happen. But every time that it happens, you cannot talk self-doubt into you. You cannot talk anxiety into you. You cannot speak that over your life. You cannot speak that over your business. So God is, again, developing something in you, the greatness in you, so you don't have to walk with anxiety, so you don't have to walk with self-doubt. Because once you reach that second level of entrepreneurship, you might be on the first level. The first couple of years. That's level 1. It's like playing a video game. You know how you go through a video game, you go through different stages of a video game. Like, I remember I'm getting that vision of Mario Kart. You got to go through certain stages. You remember how y'all had to go through certain lanes, and then you get to the castle, and then once you get to the castle, you got to fight that Bowser. You got to fight Bowser. Y'all remember Bowser with the big hard shell on the back? You got to fight. Mario had to fight Bowser. You got to fight Bowser. In order for you to fight Bowser, you got to go to the next level. You got to go and then you can go to the next level if you win. So that's how it is when it comes to entrepreneurship, where in order for you to go to that next level, God is fixing you and before you go to that next level, before you become successful in your business. Okay. So I'm talking about 2 different things here. I'm talking about having anxiety and building endurance. You got anxiety, but God is building you and building your endurance. That's why it's taking so long. That's why it's taking so long, because God is fixing you. He's building endurance. He's building endurance in you before he make you become successful. So please don't let that go over your head. Some of y'all want success overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. So don't quit that 9 to 5 before you start this entrepreneurship. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying quit your 9 to 5 and then start this entrepreneurship. No, you got to have something or some kind of money to fall back on until your business kick off. So while you're working your 9 to 5, you could be doing your entrepreneurship on the side until it becomes a full-time thing for you. And always make that your goal, making it become a full-time thing for you. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna fight that anxiety. God is building your endurance. He's building you in. He's building inside of you first before he builds on the outside of you, and that's what's taking your business so long. But he has to build inside the top. He has to build inside of you, because once you get to that level 2 in your entrepreneurship journey, thank you God for that revelation. But once you get to level 2, it's already in you. There's no anxiety. There's no self-doubt, and know that what God is going to do for you, because he already did it before, he's going to do it again. Okay, so it's a journey, and we're gonna get there. We're gonna keep talking about entrepreneurship. We're gonna talk about entrepreneurship. YouTube is an entrepreneurship too, YouTube journey. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna keep talking about that. So just stay tuned. If you are led to this message, if you are led and this message resonate with you, hit the comment section. Let me know how this message resonated with you. What part did you understand out of this message? What part did you take? What was your takeaway out of this message? Okay, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all and see y'all on my next video. I love and appreciate y'all.